In this episode of Sailing Doodles, we show you what it's like to clear out of customs before stopping at an absolutely beautiful beach and setting sail 8 days to Papua New Guinea. I used to be a professional pilot before I had a stroke and lost my career, but I decided to follow my dreams. I sold everything I owned, bought a boat, and went sailing. We are documenting our journey as we sail from Canada all the way to Thailand, and this is only made possible by our patrons. We were absolutely enjoying our time in the South Pacific island nation of Vanuatu. Although we had to keep moving, so we checked out of Loganville and stopped off at Champagne Beach before heading 1,200 miles all the way up to Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea.
A lot of people ask, what's the check-in and check-out process? Well, really, the answer is it varies quite a bit. Here in Vanuatu, you actually have to go to the customs house to clear out. Now, when we cleared in, they came to the boat. I don't know, I guess if we had cleared out at a different port, they would have come to the boat too. So really, not only does it vary by country, but it varies by port. At some places, you have to check in and out of every port. Like here, you can't just go cruise around wherever. Can't.
And you always need cash.
Cash is king.
Get your cash before you leave one country.
Yeah. So in this case, we have to walk down to the main city wharf to check out. We think immigration's there too. I don't know. Okay, so we did the paperwork here at customs. Now they're saying have to go to immigration and pay our port dues, get that paperwork, and then come back here. Then they'll give us our outbound clearance to go wherever we want to go, Port Moresby. That's one thing that can really mess you up if you're from the United States and used to doing anything in the United States. When you leave the United States, you just leave, you go. You don't check your passport, they don't check your boat, you just go, right? And then you check into the next place. Well, here and in most countries, you actually need to check out, and you have to have a sealed envelope stamped with their stickers on and everything, so it's shown it's tamper-proof. Have a sealed envelope, that's your departure clearance, and you take that to your next port of call or your next country, and that needs to be sealed and not tampered with, so they know you didn't like add crew somewhere along the way. And so you go to the next place, give them that, and then you check in. If you don't have that, best case scenario, that's hefty fines. Worst case scenario, they might impound your boat. So the building with absolutely no signage on it is apparently the immigration building. It's good to know. We're not taking them with us.
The harbor master and immigration were both located in the same building, so first stop was to get a port clearance from the harbor master.
We got our port clearance duty fees thing, so now we go immigration to check out.
Don't let that receipt fly away.
It's worth $80.
We had to show our port clearance receipt and then get our passport stamped.
Okay, got the certificate of clearance for immigration and the receipt for the port dues. Now we go back to customs and get our customs departure clearance. They've been playing with dogs and cats the whole time.
Yeah, we found a cat that needs eyeball antibiotics and you're not using yours anymore. Can we donate them? Look at it, and the cat's so sweet. He just wants to be loved. Aww. Look at it.
It's pretty sad.
But this guy likes to play.
Yeah, this guy likes to go check out a customs so we can leave.
So it was back to the customs house. We had to show them all our other documents and receipts so that we could get our outward clearance.
All right, so we already had our immigration clearance, our port clearance. Now we have our certificate of outward clearance from customs. You can see it's got stamps all over it. It's got a sticker that's folded over and stapled in, so you can't remove it or tamper with it. And we have to give this to the next port. In Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, 8 days. Except now I got blue ink all over my hands from that thing.
Just rub it on your face. From your face paint from yesterday.
Rub it on your face. You looking forward to 8 days, Lisa?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
They keep me too busy. I need to edit some, and so that's kind of what I like about these long passages. Is like I'll probably spend 5 to 6 hours a day editing for 8 days, and so I can get really caught up on all my editing. It's nice.
Fun for me. I don't get to bug you.
Well, now you got 2 girlfriends to hang out with, which is great. She can bug them.
We made a last-minute stop at the market, and it was time to head back to the boat. In most countries, you have 24 hours to leave the country after getting your clearance. We had a little extra time and decided to check out Champagne Beach.
Trying to figure out, it looks like this place used to be a resort or whatever, but now it's just full of cows. Some cow had some serious issues here. So it's an odd beach, you gotta watch out for those kind of landmines. I mean, this is South Pacific, there's, you know, might be landmines here, but not those kind.
The hill is near, let's get right up. Walk up to the very top. We couldn't tell the sky from the ground.
You know, more people are killed every year by falling coconuts than they are sharks. And think about it, that's probably 80, 90 feet up, and those coconuts weigh 5, 10 pounds. One of those falls and hits you in the head, ouch. And the trash can's right underneath it. See all the ones that have already fallen right by here? That would hurt. It looks like, I mean, I don't see any evidence of a nice resort. They're all like little bungalow type things that have kind of got torn up, but they put some infrastructure in here at one point. I don't know.
Maybe for ferries?
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is like the perfect spot. I mean, this put a resort right there. Are you kidding me?
Very, very nice beach.
Yeah.
It really was one of the most beautiful beaches we'd seen so far. Unfortunately, we had to go and head back to the boat. The winds were already over 20 knots as we left, so we were just flying the head sail. Tune in next time as we sail 8 days with heavy winds and big seas.
I don't ever wanna be alone again. Despite all, you're my best friend.